Arcanists, remain calm. Actually, do not remain calm, because today we have Nev versus Increase. Legendary players. Increase, the patient, the calculated, versatile, and extremely capable. And at the other side, we have Nev, the reigning champion, an OG player with 16 years of experience. 16 years. This man has been playing Arcanists, and some of you are still eating crayons and discovering your motor functions. He's seen every strategy, he's survived every meta. He's probably been hit by every spell in the game, and he's feared for a reason. Slightly aggressive, deeply patient, and an absolutely comfortable in chaos. So, get ready for the tournament to begin shortly here. Get comfortable, ladies and gentlemen, Arcanists and Arcanettes. Tonight we have me, God of Arcanist, on the comms with our wonderful co-evil and the host, Ink. We begin shortly here. Over to you, co-evil. Any comments?
All right. I mean, I'm super stoked for this. This is going to be a great match, like you said. Nev versus Increase. Also got to shout out that intro as well. Fantastic. Setting the mood, setting the stage.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
I ran out of power, and I'm back to my normal American self. But let's get right into the match here, starting soon.
Yeah, just quickly before we start, y'all want to make predictions? Who will win?
Well, it's obviously slightly in favor of Nev, the much more historied player, reigning champion. But Increase has been surprising us with skill lately. What do you think, Koibo?
Probably give a slight edge to Increase, but we shall see. He's been doing a lot of 60G lately, and I do like his kind of micro heavy style, or just like, I don't know, maybe not micro, but very methodical in the way that he plays. And yeah, I think that might be able to win out. We know that Nev doesn't really like to, if he can avoid it, and we're getting into the game, do that kind of stally gameplay. He likes to bring, pebbles. He likes to not stall or be as defensive if he can help it. But we'll see what his approach is in this game. Dryad. He also changed his name. Okay, interesting.
That's Orofar Maximus. Intimidating. And absolutely ugly with the outfit.
Very, very. Yep. He's just trying to catch his opponent off guard with the outfit and the name before they even get into the match. So, Increase chooses to not take that approach.
The butterfly, the patience already. And you made a point earlier, Increase has been playing a lot of Arcanists, whereas Nev seems to show up when he's needed.
Yep. Nev.
And so that makes a difference.
Nev hasn't been on that grind as much. I will say my prediction slightly maybe shifts a little bit here, seeing Dryad from Nev, because pretty clearly what I think that says is that Increase is someone who runs generic, likes Shock Shield, and just wants to grind you down over 60 turns. Nev knows this, and so he said, all right, I'm going to bring pretty much a Seasons mix, which can do pretty well to counter gen.
It's a very interesting choice. I don't think I've seen Dryad in use in a serious match, but in recent times, but it's very intelligent, as you said. Counters the prod shields, counters the shock shield. And of course, also, I noticed that Increase typically doesn't have a very damage-heavy book. And so taking down that 150 HP Dryad is basically like a 2v1.
And you got to remember, he can't tick it with swarms. He can't tick it with his Spirit's shield. He can't take it with Increases with his own shield.
Right.
Because of the...
That is correct, yeah.
Sank, so...
Yeah, taking down minions with shock shield is normally the way to do it. And Dryad being immune to that is really strong here. We see the aura come out early. Controlling inside of the map a little bit.
It's to be expected, probably.
It was a good aura, because to escape it, he has to really compromise his position.
And we see Increase, he retreated to the side. But That's pretty tough to have to retreat to the side turn 1. He wants to avoid that if he can, if at all possible. And so I like the approach to come back to mid. Maybe he's going to get some sort of defense going up, develop a minion. Yeah.
Swarms out. Interesting to not get the tick damage with it, but might have been a last-second decision.
Yeah, potentially. Maybe he doesn't want it to be so easily killed, but I mean, then again, when he summons it, Nev can just walk over and kill it anyway. So
yeah, there's a decision here to kill the swarm or do something to increase. Let's find out what he does. Yeah,
I'd probably just
body blocks and swarm's
Yep.
gone.
Yep, take this approach. You gotta kill the swarm. A swarm is like 2 minions of tempo. That's how strong it is in these modes. So you gotta kill it. Okay, investing that BFTP to trap increase.
There's a good one too, because if increase
Yep.
BFTPs himself, he's not going to be able to get out of that position. But actually, the acorn opens a slight path for exit potentially, but he's trapped really hard here.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Even
still
if he
gonna
blows
be
the
able to.
BFTP, he's
Yep.
still stuck. Yeah, that was
Oh.
unfortunate. Very intelligent
Oh
move from Nev.
man. Yep.
Or should we say Oroform Maximus?
Or maybe Nev. Maybe we don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
wonder what the meaning of that is.
I don't know. I have got no idea, man. Who knows? Peg coming up in, let's see, a turn. He doesn't have a ton of options here. He could shock shield if he has it, but yeah, it's still early game, so he's just going to be looking to.
Right.
He doesn't have really another minion to bring out at this point. He's got a spirit already out. His swarm's on cooldown. So interesting to see what he chooses to do. Okay, just
If you don't mind me interjecting,
Yeah.
I don't think this is the meaning of Nev's name, but his name awfully sounds like Aura Farm Maximus, like he's farming aura to the max.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, Orifar is actually an antiseptic over-the-counter medication used to treat sore throats. So maybe he's
Really?
a brand representative.
It has to be that for sure. Yeah.
Could be his sponsor. Probably not.
What he's trying to say is that Increase will need a lot of that medication after I'm done with him, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
man, that is dirty. Very deep
Yeah.
meaning to this name here. I thought it was some kind of Latin. But just, it's very mysterious.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Looking it up, it seems like it is what you suggested, God of Arc.
Yeah.
It is the over-the-counter
Orifar
medication.
is indeed
But it does sound like
Oh,
aura
damn.
farming too. So, anyways, I'll let you
That's
guys get back
the
to
Gen
it.
Z.
It's a much cooler meaning.
Gen Z version is the Aura Farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that tree
we got
by
those.
Increase because he knows that, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not really going to win this mid battle, unfortunately for him. And yeah,
Mm.
Peg is fine.
Pegasus comes out.
Yep. As long as he's not dead, he can continue to develop and have the ability to gate left to a safe
Setting
place.
himself up to gate, I see. It was wise of Mr. Nev to wait until he had the positional advantage to summon that swarm, because now it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, unkillable. And it is interesting if Increase has Shock Shield, which he's only shown 4 spells. He probably has it if you're bringing out a Spirit T1. Why he didn't use it earlier? Because if he uses it later, Nev will eventually have the Dryad to threaten and just take it away.
Right.
So he's not really getting that much mileage out of it,
Right.
but not a bad approach by Increase. It's not like losing or anything, just something to keep in mind. Oh, I see a potential play that could go wrong, but Increase may see it as well. Okay, no. Since that's his tree, the shield does 25. So, kills the swarm. You were just mentioning it was going to be an issue, and then he just kind of gave it to Increase.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's a misplay or not. I mean, the Spirit can go anywhere on the map and kill the Swarm. So, just kind of a insurance policy for Increase. So, nice tempo equalizer, I guess, for him. Increase has no space. This is going to be an issue for him in the next 3 to 5 turns. You know, often in 60G, you want to take time to think about, okay, what's my 2-turn plan or 4-turn plan or 6-turn plan, or, you know, just some sort of short kind of strategy that you have. And it's hard to come up with that for Increase because, yeah, he's got no space. And Nev has brought DK and his Seasons mix. Interesting. That's going to force Increase to go really on the defensive here. So we'll see what he chooses to do here.
Shock shield is ticking.
Yep, he got that up, and Aurifar Maximus doesn't really have room to summon the Dryad, which Increase knew. It's also kind of a defensive resource to prevent the DK from charging. Go ahead.
Still, yeah, it was a good placement of the Pegasus by Increase. We can see how events unfold with a positional mistake from Increase, getting himself BFTP'd into this position, struggling still to escape, wasting 2 BFTPs already, and his only saving grace being the shock shield out. Oh, there's the totem to help escape, but the situation is dire with this Dark Knight waiting outside.
Mm-hmm. This looks incredibly dire.
There could even be right now an intelligent usage of this DK wreaking havoc with correct aim, which is most likely going to happen.
Yep, it looks like Nev is telegraphing that play. He's going to want to get out of the way.
This is really bad for Increase.
Horrible. Yep. Really tragic.
And it's also positioned at the perfect distance to trap him after it ends the charge.
Yeah, we'll see what that alignment is like if it works out.
Noticed, interestingly, there is still a way out. The Pegasus from Aurifar Maximus cannot escape mid right now, and so the DK also doesn't seem to have a path to the left side of the map, but that would be a problem easily solved by Aurifar. Let's see how he deals with this serious HP gap.
Yeah, for sure. And looks like there is maybe a play from Increase that he could do. He's telegraphing it once again here, and then it'll be a fairly even game. We'll see.
Some thoughtful commentary from the lobby here. Who up right now increasing their Nevets? Very good question.
Yes, great insight in the lobby. Why don't we have... Yeah, why am I here?
Profound insight. It's all that needed to be said if you think about it. No, Cog Tower, it's a temporary solution, but it provided him a path out.
Yeah, another option for him would have been to Shock Bomb. Kill the Dark Knight.
Does have a Shock Bomb. Oh, there goes the Oh, yeah. A Shock Bomb would have been probably the game-winning play if there was one to close the gap in health and kill the Dark Knight, but decisions have been made.
Would have been also have done about 50 damage to Nevitz. So kill the Dark Knight, got Nev to 150. He has Pinecone for damage, not many other resources, and Increase has the left side to teleport. However, now he is, it appears, completely lost.
Does indeed, unfortunately, look like a totally lost position. Dryad does have a path out to the left. When the Pegasus is moved, the Dark Knight is ready to dig if needed. This Cog Tower is only going to hold up for so long. But interesting usage of tree here.
That is quite interesting.
I would
the-
call that wise indeed. The DK is now trapped. There's no way for it to escape the Pegasus from what I'm seeing. It does buy him time. Very, very good tree. That was probably the top engine move. If we had an Arcanist equivalent of Stockfish, I think it would have done it.
I'm not so sure though. Hear me out here. The DK is already trapped. So what is he preventing the DK from charging upward to detower him? Was that the idea?
Perhaps it can't demount the Pegasus now is the thing, but Nev doesn't care. He has he's cooked. He's cooked.
He's cooked, ladies and gentlemen. He is applying the pressure.
Got infinite pine cones in his pockets. Increase has like, what is he gonna do here?
Gate. The saving grace, maybe not saving grace.
He could jump over this tree, but he might be fail. And his attempt, there it is. He's yeah, this is gonna be rough.
Uh-oh. That's tough.
Another profound insight from the lobby. R.I.P. AF.
Yeah, we can count on Sin for those insights for sure. He is quite the linguist.
Increase floating 12 centimeters above ground for intimidation reasons. Perhaps to avoid potentially being sunk. I guess it was a wise use of flight as a makeshift glide. But the rays are coming.
He got his monarch killed. That's kind of funny. Nev did.
This chomper here, this dryad, can provide a safe way for Nev to jump over the ledge. I think probably not. Or a fascinating usage of laddering is about to occur, where the DK might be able to clip increase with the tip of his charge, which is going to be devastating.
Yep, even if it does 2 damage, it'll be devastating.
You need to be really careful to not hit the DK on the borders of the map and disable charge for the turn, but only got 14 seconds to make this happen. I don't think it's possible unless he does something very quick here. No.
Yeah, not gonna really happen, but yeah, okay. Just take the flight off.
Now the issue here is that Mr. Orofar Maximus might have accidentally zoned himself, because once Increase moves out of that aura, it's going to reapply the zoning damage, and Increase is going to have to somehow deal with that if he's planning on getting over there.
Yep. He's got tower on cooldown, limited ways that he can stall this.
Yeah, I was expecting Orofar to block this part of the map off with a tree to force Increase to take the to take these sky rays. But now Increase is safely down here. However, Dark Knight has a peculiar ability to charge straight through wall, which is not going to be fun. Shock Shield coming out to prevent the DK from doing too much, but it's only a matter of time, it seems, because Nev still has a significant advantage by all other means as well.
But it's worth noting that I think in Nev's book, he doesn't really have digging capabilities. So to get that Dryad, DK, Pegasus, any minions to increase is going to take multiple turns of probably putting himself in a pretty vulnerable position. So Increase has done well to stem the tide here.
The only way is with the DK to dig through, but that puts it in a compromised position where it could be easily taken out as soon as it digs through.
Yeah, isolating it from the Pegasus, allowing Increase to shock shield it and then fly away, and protection shield, maybe use ice shield to trap it. So many different ways to kind of deal with that, which Increase, of course, knows. Okay, he brought Totem. Oh, this is changing the game.
Yeah, that's bad news for Increase. Don't really think it's possible for him to kill that Totem. And yeah, oh Lord, he coming. This Dark Knight's on the way soon.
For sure. Also worth noting, once the totem kind of clears away that top land, that Dryad can clear his own aura and prevent what you were saying earlier about, oh, he's owned himself.
Right, we're 2 turns away from serious trouble. Totem, the Dryad, the DK, all working in unison, cohesively together to clear a straight path to victory for Nev here. And it's very interesting to note all of these events unfolding from that very wise use of the BFTP from Nev earlier, trapping increase. And oh, there comes a Dark Knight to fight back. So now if the thing is that if the totem is used properly to dig, that digs with tempo because the land is cleared on Nev's turn, which might allow him to be able to basically ignore the threat once he gets over there.
Yep, but for now, at least for the next probably 5 turns with best play, Increase has, managed to stay in the game. So that's his goal now, is to just survive for 60 turns. I'm someone who knows that quite well, if you saw my games in the past couple days. Treehouse.
Yeah, it's a good tower. I would say underrated. Now we have choices for Increase. Is he going to use a spirit tree to try and delay the inevitable? Is he going to heal up? What is he going to do? Yeah, the treehouse is a great tower. It does leave these leaves down for such a long period of time that just add to the pressure, zoning areas of the map, very obnoxious. Limiting the usage of DK as well, because if you stand in your own leaves, DK cannot charge you.
Yeah, Increase is going to have to get creative with how he can come up with a plan to stall, honestly, here.
Storing the DK down at the bottom of the map safely in the corner there. What is he going to do? That a Dryad looming, this is a rough situation. And don't forget, these sky rays are going to start pelting down and opening up this part of the map.
Yeah, ooh.
Already, look at that. The Pegasus is running out of space, and the DK as well.
Yep.
There's okay, so now we're going to see something happen, because the Dryad's coming in to clear his own aura, and the totem has opened up that part of the map. Dryad's going to go in and try to clear the shock shield. No space, blocked off properly by the peg. And now both sides of the map are now open to both DKs. So even though Nev has the advantage, he has to use it properly, because Increase can fire back.
For sure, he has to think about ways to maybe either... Yep.
That was wise. That was a good move. The DK is going to require serious amounts of tempo to free. And honestly, I think it's cooked. This is not good for the DK. Using any amount of turns to free that thing will just be certain death for Increase.
Yeah, another option would be to trap the peg, but honestly, trapping the DK is a great play, probably the best play, because it just takes so many turns.
Yeah, but another DK cannot be summoned.
Yep. So he's down his main win con for the rest of the game.
Oh, well, Sky Rays could actually assist now in freeing the DK, but okay, so another tree coming out. 45 turns remaining, so all we need to see is a trajectory where it becomes inevitable, and they have plenty of time for it to play out. This totem is going to prove to be very, very useful in his book.
Yeah, totem will expertly break stall, and the rays might take a while to, have any chance of freeing the DK, but they're going to be aiming for Increase as well, so that's not going to really, on average, be in his favor to just get pelted by the rays.
Yeah, just look at Nev's control over the middle. It's disgusting. Got the leaves down. He's got the Pegasus and the DK floating up top. This Dryad is just knocking on his front door, and he says, screw all this. I'm opening a path straight to your face. This is rough. The Dryad still can't quite reach the shock shield, but it will not be long before it can. And now increase blocking with a 2 HP little spirit there.
Yep.
Barely clinging on. Let's see what happens.
He's got to use the resources that he has, even though a lot of them are pretty controlled right now. There's no mobility on the Peg, no mobility on the DK. Limited mobility on himself. He can't really go anywhere.
The totem's still ticking away at land. This clear path open from erosion. As soon as the Dryad can come back over to mid, the shock shield is done for. Nothing stopping the Dryad from just chomping a hole through that cloud anyway. It has plenty of health to work with. A Dryad being a spirit minion does not count as a double drain, but that, I guess, was his best move. Although he did, I think maybe, we're going to see, open a hole for the Dryad to clear the shock shield.
Yeah, it looks a little...
And it was a mistake.
Suspect. Oh, God.
Just squeezed right in there. Dryad, if nobody was aware, the Dryad has been using Ozempic, and so was able to clear that gap. Squeeze right into his hidey hole and snuggle right up to him.
Perhaps Nev should have named his character Ozempic Maximus instead.
Oh, man. Thank you, Sin, for the profound insights. Again, this is an arcane minion, so again, not drainable, and still with 120 entire hit points here. But Nev's still not immediately pressing anything, taking his time to think here.
How come the lobby repeats every single insight that you have, God of Arc? What's that about?
Well, my thoughts are so powerful that oftentimes I form my own Wi-Fi signal and broadcast them unknowingly to bystanders.
That's a really elite skill. I hope to at one time in my life acquire that.
One day you may, my friend. One day you may.
Okay, cooking up an ice shield. Telegraphed here.
Something's
Or not,
gonna
or
happen.
not.
Yeah, ice shield. Maybe. Has he showed it? Yeah, there it is. Is there enough vertical space to do this Pegasus? Yeah, there. Okay. Increase is really good at holding on. You know, he's really good at just not dying. But Sky Rays are going to be an absolute problem in a moment. There's currently none overhead. They've shifted to the right side of the map, but as we know, that's a temporary, situation. But very, very fortunate for Increase. However, this Dark Knight is absolutely going to chop his head off in a moment. Can't forget that Nev took the time to set up multiple threats, and it's going in for the kill. Dark Knight said, I'm not using Ozempic, I'm hungry, and I'm coming for you. And it's going to absolutely do some damage here. It's going to be in a slightly compromised position once all is said and done, but Increase could very well just die right now.
Yeah, this will
In-game, Matt.
This will be game, if I had to guess.
He's not going to survive this, but if he does, there's nothing he can do because the map is blown open.
His only hope would have been to, survive till his next tree cooldown, have the time to use it on the right, and then
There it is. There it is. The Dark Knight charge, the multiple threats set up by Orofar Maximus, the winner of this round of the tournament. Brilliant work. Interesting match. He made it quicker than we thought it might be with the way this match played out. Very interesting to watch. All stemming from that very intelligent use of the blast from the past, trapping Increase, limiting his options from the start of the game. Well done, Orofar Maximus.
And even before the game started, we had him playing some mind games with the name change, the ugly ass outfit, and also his book. We have to
Really intimidating stuff here.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I wonder if we're ever going to discover whether or not he is a sponsor of the over-the-counter antiseptic medication, or if this is some kind of ancient Latin demon name. Maybe we should ask him in the interview.
Yeah, if we get the opportunity to interview, that would be a question that I'm sure he'd be expecting. Why wouldn't he not? Why would he not be expecting a question like that? All right, quick one. Sounds good.
Mr. Nev in the channel for the interview. How are you feeling after that match, Nev?
I feel pretty good. Wasn't too bad.
Would you say that you feel good because of your usage of the Orofar spray, or what is the? We were all wondering what is that name? You got to get that out of the way.
Oh, so I was feeling sick like 4 days ago, and I bought some cough drops. You know, these Polish cough drops.
Yeah, I knew those had to be Eastern European. That is well, fascinating. Anyway, Coevil, any questions for legendary reigning champion Nev here after his stunning victory?
Well, I'm curious just if you could talk a little bit about your approach to book building for that matchup based on, Increase's playstyle. Did that play into specifically how he plays? Was this a book that you had beforehand?
Not really. I was just, trying things out, and I just decided to try this out. I think it'll be pretty strong versus most like SS books, which I kind of expected him to play. So.
Yeah, was this game did it go how you would have expected it to go, or was there anything that kind of came up that surprised you?
No, I was actually worried because I forgot to take Drain Bolt. So, I was like, dang, I have to kill him fast.
Yikes.
But it worked out because I feel like he was nervous. So he wasn't playing, aggressive or anything.
Yeah, at what point do you... Go ahead.
Oh, we noticed that you chose to use a Blast from the Past early in the match to trap Increase, and it was devastating because he couldn't BFTP out. Was this something... When did you notice you could have done that, and at that moment, what were you thinking?
Oh, I noticed it right away because I've had that happen to me, many times. So I was like, oh, this is such a bad spot, a BFTP is not going to, free him. So, you have to teleport out of there. Or flash or something.
So yeah, when you noticed his response, trying to BFTP out, did you smirk IRL and realize that you win at that very moment?
Yeah, I did. It's because he's burning through his BFTPs really fast, and that's kind of an indicator of when you burn through your BFTPs really fast, it's it kind of shows that you're losing the game, right? So you want to conserve them as long as possible, but if you're burning through them, you're just making bad decisions.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I know we don't want to keep you for too long. So yeah, I'm curious what your thoughts are going into the top 8. If you're looking to, forward to any sort of particular matchup, maybe more nervous about a certain matchup, or, confident all the way. What's your thought process leading into the top 8?
I'd say I'm pretty confident. I'm not really scared of any matchups or any players. The only matchup would probably be me versus DX, maybe, if that happens. But
sorry, what was that? You cut out. I thought you said Nev versus Coevil. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, maybe. We could put on the show. It'd be a nice,
I could draw you in a 2-hour game if you'd like. I'm good at that.
No, I'll just suicide in the match. I don't know. I like burning. You can tell me shit. No, but I think everybody's pretty solid, so I think everyone has a shot. It's just
lucky I'm not
preparation.
Is there a rating requirement? Might be tough to make it in God of Arc.
After my charity work, donating all 4,000 of my rating, that would have proved a problem for me. But again, luckily you guys are spared from my insane skills. But Neb, it was really fascinating to watch the way you just dismantled Increase with this really creative book. We all enjoyed watching that. The way you set up multiple threats and controlled the space, controlled mid, trapped them so efficiently, with 3 ways to get at him on the side. That was really interesting to watch, and it was my personal favorite match of the tournament so far. Not even glazing. I loved it.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to make my matches like entertaining for everybody. So, you know, I don't know. That's just me. You know, I don't like putting people to sleep like pros or Coeval. You know.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and yeah, like God of Arc said, we're really looking forward to hopefully future broadcasts and streams of your games. And yeah, congrats.
Great. Thank you. You know, best of luck in the rest of the tournament too. You know, still have your match. Looking forward to seeing it.
I mean, come on. Don't be too generous. We just played 5 hours yesterday, all draws, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, man. Good luck.
Yep, see ya.
And that was Nev, everybody, who managed to defeat Increase. Pretty quick match at that. Already, we haven't even been 1 hour in the stream, and Nev got it done less than 20 turns. That being said, Nev will go on to the top 8, the playoffs, after that win. While Increase, not out of the tournament yet, because this was the upper bracket of the group stage, so he will have to fight Oa in order to potentially clinch a playoff spot. Of course, the winner of that will be in the playoffs. That'll be an exciting matchup to watch. It will not happen tonight, though, as Increase decided to go to bed. He was already pretty tired, I believe he said, so hence why no interview. But yeah, on that note, we'll be wrapping up. Like to quickly give a shout outs to today's commentators, Weevil and God of Arc, for coming in on such short notice. And of course, if you'd like to follow me, the host of the broadcast for today, you can follow me at those Twitch and YouTube links. Both channels are Ink7. And yeah, Weevil, God of Arc, any closing thoughts?
Thanks, everyone.
I'm trying to talk. I don't know if my microphone is glitched out.
No, you're good. We can hear you.
All right. Well, it was a fantastic tournament to watch and commentate. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you, everybody, for watching and tuning in. And God bless you all.
Yeah, have a great night, everyone.
Have a great night, everyone.